Hello everyone, in today's video we are going to be transforming the closet in this bedroom. It is a huge transformation and you don't want to miss the final reveal at the end of this video. Stay tuned for the before and afters. Here's what the closet was looking like before we got started. It was looking really bad. Everything was just thrown in here. We had recently given this bedroom a makeover, and so during the process of switching rooms and doing the makeover and everything, all of these items just got shoved into this closet, and I figured we'll deal with it later when I transform the closet. So it was time to clear everything out of this closet and completely transform it. Today's home organization video is going to have a lot of inspiration, motivation, and we're also going to share how we're doing a pretty big project in this closet and adding DIY shelving, which will be painting an accent color. I'll be making an accent wall on this back wall and then be adding organizational products to the closet as I organize everything back into the space. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you're new here, my name is Hannah from Hannah's Happy Home, where I share all types of home related content to give you inspiration and motivation for making your house a home. I'm pausing for a few minutes to organize Levi's clothing into his dresser. I was so happy to finally have this done. His clothing had just been stacked in his closet for like the last month. These two little drawers at the top were great for organizing socks and PJs, different things like that. And then I did his home pants and t-shirts in one of these large drawers. And then in the second large drawer, I did his nicer pants and shirts. And I still have one empty drawer at the bottom. So I'll either leave that empty for guests, or I could store blankets in here. Just nice to have extra storage. I will link my favorite organizational products down below for dresser drawers. These plastic bins were just from the Dollar Tree and they were great for his little socks. And then these white drawer dividers are great. You've seen me use these in just about every dresser in our house. You could also get some fabric bins for your drawers. It's just really nice to have some type of organization in there that will help you keep your dresser drawers organized. Stay tuned, we are just getting started on this closet. Jalen is going to build some custom shelving, and then I'll be painting the shelves, making a fun accent wall, organizing the entire closet, so a lot more to come. The before and after at the end of this video is such a drastic transformation. Now Jalen is starting on these shelves and he is using 3/4 inch sanded plywood. He bought 2 sheets of this at a local hardware store, and he was making these shelves about 11.5 inches deep and 30 inches wide. We decided to do 2 sets of shelves on the left hand side and then just 1 set of shelves on the right, with the other half being just like a big open area so you could hang clothes at the top and then also store tall items. Jalen did such an amazing job on this shelving. It turned out awesome, and he said he was just kind of figuring it out as he was going. He started off by cutting that middle piece and he had to notch it out for the shelf at the top. Once the middle piece was secure, then he went and started cutting the shelves, and he was doing 2 shelves on either side. While Jalen was working on this, our oldest son Kyle was out in the shop working on his own woodworking project. He loves to do woodworking, and I had ordered him this little DIY project. It came with everything that he needed, and he had so much fun building this little house. When I'm filming a project like this, I'm only showing the highlights. This took him most of the day to do the shelving, and then as you'll see, the painting and the accent wall ended up taking me a couple of days. But that's just how it is when you're doing home projects. When you're first diving into it, don't expect it to go quickly because house projects end up taking double the time that you think they're going to take. This closet is one of the largest closets in our home, and so we wanted to have the option to store a lot of items in here. We wanted a great organizational system. So if you want to utilize your closets better, then it is really helpful to add some shelving. We have shared a couple of different ideas in the past where you could just order a bookshelf on Amazon to put in the middle, and then you can build your shelving off of that on either side. I'll link those videos that we've done in the past down below just to give you even more closet organization ideas. By adding shelving, organization systems, and all of that to a closet, you are able to store so much more in the space. You're able to utilize the space better, especially if you have limited storage in your home. You need to make each closet and each cabinet count as much as you can. So hopefully this is just giving you some ideas on what you could add to the closets in your home. And later on in the video, I'll share even more closet organization ideas as I organize items back into this space. Jalen is putting the finishing touches on this shelving, and I wanted to mention here that we do have quite a few house project videos coming up here in the next 2 months. We are going to be completely renovating our egg packaging barn and also renovating our front patio. We've got a room makeover coming up in next week's video, so make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss out on all the new videos coming up here soon. I wanted to pause here to share with you our favorite bedding, which is from Boll & Branch. Everything that you see on our bed besides the pillows is from Boll & Branch. We've been using their bedding for years and we love it. Thank you to Boll & Branch for sponsoring today's organization video. Our duvet cover is Boll & Branch. Our duvet, the quilt, the sheets, all of it. It's so comfortable, high quality. Your bed is basically where you spend half your life, so we are firm believers in having good quality bedding, and we like to swap out for brand new sheets about every 2 years. We've been wanting to order new Boll & Branch sheets, and we just got some new ones in this beautiful light pewter gray color. We got the matching duvet cover and pillow covers. Boll & Branch is known for creating soft, high quality bedding made from 100% organic cotton. It's an investment in better sleep, and better sleep doesn't always require a new mattress. Sometimes you just need better sheets. If you want to try out our favorite bedding, Boll & Branch, you can use my discount code Hannah's Happy Home 15 for an exclusive discount, and thank you again to Boll & Branch for sponsoring today's video. Now back to the closet makeover. Okay, so it's the next morning and Jalen finished up these shelves last night. These turned out so amazing. He even capped off the edges with these little trim pieces. So now the next step is paint. And originally I was just planning on painting these white like the rest of the closets in the house. But then last night Jalen was like, what if you painted the shelves like a green accent color? The more I thought about these shelves being green, the more I liked it. Like, why not paint this closet green? So I do have a few cans of green paint left over from previous projects, and I pulled 2 that I think are going to be the color that I'm looking for. I've got them here in the room. I'll get those opened up, stirred. We can do a few sample swatches on the shelves and see what they look like. Well, I wasn't happy with either of those colors, so I just went and mixed up my own. I think this should be a little closer to the color that we were thinking. before we would do another project like this, we would definitely invest in a battery operated handheld sprayer. That would have made this so much easier just because there were so many corners and shelves. It just ended up taking quite a while to paint all of this shelving, but it was definitely worth it. The finished color just turned out amazing, as you'll see here in a little bit. Good morning, everyone. We're on day 3 now of this project. I didn't get very much done yesterday because I had to stop and get ready and leave for Tucson. We had meetings and errands. So today I have a full day to work on this. I'm hoping to get a lot done. I need to get everything painted, hopefully get the back accent wall done. If I can get all of that done by tonight, then I can finish it up tomorrow morning. When you're working in such a small space and there's a lot of corners, shelves, just different things like that, it always takes a long time to paint. I got all the brushing done on this side yesterday, but now that it's dry, it's looking like I'm going to have to do a quick second coat. Then I can roll this area, then I'll have to brush the other side, roll that. Then I got to do the white paint, and I had started to do a little bit of green on the white over here before I decided to leave this wall white. So that's going to take a couple of coats of white paint to cover up. I can't wait to show you what I'm doing on the back wall. I got some different stencils in the mail the other day, and I'm going to try and stencil the back wall. We'll see how that turns out. Stay tuned. Right now, this morning, we just need to get these shelves painted. Jalen gave me a little break and he came in here and painted all these edges and left me a little note. Now I'm going to start rolling, and this should start going pretty quickly now that I'm rolling. The hard part is going to be trying to do this white paint and trying to find the white paint that we used on this wall previously to get the right color. I shut off the camera because you were probably getting tired of seeing me paint, but after I finished all of the green, then I quickly repainted this back wall as well. I'm so happy that we went with the green. I love how it turned out. Now for the next step, to do a stencil on this back wall. Now I thought about doing wallpaper on this back wall, but that would have been so hard to install with all of these shelves, and so I just ordered a pack of horse stencils on Amazon, and I am going to use some black paint and just stencil these on the wall. But first I have to figure out which ones I'm doing. I might end up doing 2 different ones and just mix and match, but we'll see. I ended up just putting a piece of tape at the bottom and top of the stencil that I would reuse so that it stuck in place because I couldn't hold it in place while I was painting. I tried 2 different kinds of sponges, but ultimately the best thing that works is just a round flat brush like this, and you don't want to have very much paint on the brush. Get some paint on your brush and then go and dab it off on like a paper towel or something. And I didn't really worry about the little black marks that I was getting on the wall because I came back with the white paint and just touched up the wall. But Jalen had a good idea later. He said that I should have taped a piece of paper around the stencil and I wouldn't have had to worry about those black spots that I had to touch up, but you live and learn. I'll know it for next time. This turned out better than we imagined it would. The green shelves with the horse accent wall just looks amazing. Such a fun closet. We're so happy with how this turned out. Now today I can finally start going through everything and organizing it back in the closet. Like I said, we didn't want to buy too much for this project, so I am just using baskets, bins, different things like that that I already have on hand. I do already have a little toy storage unit that we'll be using in here, and so just going to work with what we have. So the only thing we had to buy for this project was the 2 sheets of plywood and the horse stencils, which were only a few dollars on Amazon. So that was awesome that we were able to reuse so many of the organization bins and baskets and paint and different things that we already had on hand. So now I am sorting through all of this clothing, and this is clothing that Levi is going to grow into, and then I also have some clothing that I'm just keeping for memories some of his little baby items, and there was just a lot of different little random things that I had to go through and was just trying to declutter, see what I could get rid of, and then organize everything back into these bins a little bit better. So I wanted this closet to not only be great for storage, but to also be a little play closet. So I'm putting some of his toys and stuffed animals here at the back of the closet and on this shelf. And as you'll see here at the end, this closet is not completely full. We still have plenty of room in here for even more storage. We didn't have a clothing rod that was going to fit in this space, but I did have this small curtain rod that was the perfect size. So we just installed this upside down on the bottom shelf and it was perfect for a clothing rod. So now this closet is complete and you'll get to see the before and the afters. Let us know down below in the comments what you think of the completed closet space. I hope that you enjoyed today's home organization ideas video, and I hope that it gave you some closet organization ideas, organization, motivation, and inspiration, and maybe some ways that you could add storage to the closets in your home and maybe make it a little more than just a closet. Paint it a fun color, add an accent wall. Thank you each so much for watching. Stay tuned for next week's video, which will be a room makeover. So I will see you then. I hope you have a wonderful, blessed week. Bye.